I'm Mackayla. Welcome to the Soundtrack of Our Lives podcast. We're going to jump right in with the two hardest questions of all. Who are you and what have you been up to recently?
Um, those are two hard questions. My name's Nicole Alexis. I am a singer, songwriter, producer, artist out of Nashville, Tennessee. And I've been just working on a bunch of music and content, and I just released an EP and, playing a bunch of shows. So I'm all excited about all that.
Busy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so you just put out an EP. How exciting.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked because it feels like just an accumulation of years of music that I'm excited to finally be out there.
How long have you had some of those songs?
I think the oldest one I have on the project is probably a year and a half old.
Wow.
So yeah, just sat on the hard drive for a while and finally pulled it out for it. So that was cool.
So then why did you decide that now was the right time to put them out there?
I feel like they all kind of told a cohesive story. Like if you listen to them all front to back, it kind of tells like just a story that felt fitting, and it wasn't intentional, but I liked how they all kind of flowed together.
Mhm. What did it look like when you were writing those songs?
It looked like just me in this basement with a guitar and big headphones on, and just like it was a lot of them were reworked a bunch of times, but it's just me kind of stripping them back from, being super heavy and big with drums and stuff, and just focusing on the songwriting and trying to keep things pretty minimal and
Mhm.
not overthinking it. So. Yep, they're all written here in this room, and so by myself. One of them, two of them, I had co-writers on, and they came here, and I was like, I have this idea, but I don't know what to do with it, and then they
Mhm.
kind of helped me work on some of the lyrics and stuff. So yeah.
That's great. We're seeing behind the scenes where everything happens.
Yeah, a little bit. So it's cool because I feel like this is a basement, and it doesn't feel like a basement because there's like windows and stuff.
Mhm.
So it feels like a little bit lighter than normal, but still a basement nonetheless.
Hey, at least you have somewhere.
Yes, totally. I'm excited. It was hard to find somewhere to play the drums,
Mm.
so I'm glad we got it all set up and stuff. So.
Not too loud for the rest of the house.
Uh, Not well. I can only play when nobody else is home, and I feel bad for my dogs, so
Mm.
try and keep it pretty quiet.
Hey, but you've got somewhere. That's the most important thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's awesome.
That must be hard trying to fit in the practice or recording if you can only do it when nobody's there.
Um, it's funny because I have an electric kit because it's a little bit quieter, but when you
Hmm.
do play, it's still you could still hear it, but it's
Yeah.
just not as cool because it's just like they all the pads sound the same from like without headphones on. So yeah, I try and only play drums when I'm nobody else is here, but I'm most of the time I'm just like plugged into my laptop with my headphones, so
Hmm.
keep it pretty quiet.
That's good. You're not bothering everybody, driving them
Not
crazy.
quite. Not quite. Just the dogs, but they bark enough. So
What kind of dogs do you have?
I have two golden doodles.
Oh, nice.
Yes, pretty pretentious dogs. They make me do a lot of work for them, so it's fun.
Do they like your music?
Oh, I think so. They're like kind of the best tests. If I play them a song and they walk off during the song, then I'm like, maybe that wasn't a great song.
Are they the official song testers?
Yes. Puppies and babies are the official song. My sister just had a baby, so anytime I have like a song, she'll be the first to listen to it. Yeah.
So have there been songs that both the puppies and the babies have listened to that you're like, okay, can't put this out, no
Yeah,
approval?
um I guess not intentionally, but yeah, the baby's the true test. If they could
Hmm.
get Bob into a song or a melody, they normally it normally is pretty catchy.
Yeah. I feel like babies are a good test because if they like something, they let you know.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, like especially like a toddler, like I can imagine. I mean, I haven't been around too many
Hmm.
toddlers, but I can imagine they are very like they'll tell you if your hair looks bad or if they don't like your outfit.
It's the same with teenagers.
Yeah, yeah, too. That's true.
So, kind of jumping back in, you mentioned that you're working on a lot of content. How do you balance making all the content while still taking time for yourself and for your music?
I try and kind of get a lot of the content like filmed in one day, like out of
Hmm.
the week. I think that was like really before I was consistent with it, I kind of stressed myself every day over like what am I gonna post today? I have to film something real quick so I could post it. But now I've kind of been more intentional about like setting time aside throughout the week to record. Because it definitely gets to be a lot, but it is like the best way of getting your music out there and stuff.
Yeah,
So we all kind of have to set aside time for it, but I've kind of figured out a good workflow for that now.
that's good. I feel like
Yeah.
that's really hard to do.
It is. It definitely took a while. I mean, I think that I got so, I guess, so thoughtful about where I was doing, and then I would start to overthink like, oh, well, the lighting here is not good, and so I would overthink a lot of things like filming wise, but at the end of the day, like as long as like the content itself is good, then it really it's just like another piece of documenting like what you're sharing. So
Hmm.
it's gotten a little easier over time. I've definitely kind of tried to be a little bit less of a perfectionist with it and just like kind of not be afraid to post something that doesn't look great or sound great, but still like just being able to connect with people.
Yeah. I think, yeah, that's definitely the hardest part when you start creating is like it doesn't have to be perfect, even if you want it to be perfect.
Yeah, totally. Well, and then you see other people and you're like, well, their content looks really good and polished and professional, and what works for them doesn't necessarily mean it would work for you. And I've definitely learned those lessons because I've just everybody's accounts is so different. Everybody's
Hmm.
themselves and music is so different. So I've definitely been able to kind of hone in on what works for me, even though it's not what I originally would have like wanted things to look like or like I'd love to have like the super polished content and music videos, but that's just I feel like it's easier for me to relate to people when it's in the more like raw setting and stuff.
I feel like, especially nowadays, people are going more towards the raw because I feel like now people are like, wait, is that AI if it's too perfect?
Yeah. Yeah, there is a lot and sometimes and you can't tell. Like I know I've seen so many videos, I'm like, wow, that's really cool. And then you like look at the comments and it's like, oh, it's AI.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's getting harder and yeah, it's scary to see. So I definitely like when I do see someone too posting something that's raw and unedited, I'm always like that like feels good.
Hmm.
Like you can always tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also feels more real.
It does, yeah. And like I think that's what's funny about all the different platforms is like TikTok's so it's different from Instagram and YouTube and stuff, and it's kind of cool to see like the rawness of TikTok, which I feel like is mostly people on their iPhones, and then YouTube is like the
Hmm.
full length like DSLR stuff, and then Instagram's kind of that hybrid. I think it's kind of cool how they separate themselves.
Yeah. It's interesting watching people when they have different strategies across all of them, like
Hmm.
posting different. I'm like, I don't have the time to create that many videos.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill. Some people are so good at it and even just like posting 10 times a day. It's like it's really amazing when people could get on that workflow.
Yeah, I wish I could. If only I didn't have the 9 to 5, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that definitely would eat some time up for sure.
Yeah. Just a million bathroom breaks or something.
Exactly. Are you a musician yourself?
I am not. I always wanted to be, but I was never very good at it. So,
It's cool because like everybody can relate to music and listen to
Hmm.
music. It's not just like one size fits all. So I think
Right.
that's awesome.
That's the best part about music. It's for everybody.
Yes, totally.
It's so universal.
Hmm. Soundtrack of our lives. How about
Exactly.
that?
Like I couldn't create music, so now I work with artists, I do fan engagement stuff,
Very
behind the
cool.
scenes stuff. So,
It's cool to be able to kind of pull back the curtain, I'm sure, with some people that you work with or just anybody in general, just like to see like their day to day and like how they create and stuff. I think that's so
mhm.
cool.
I think it's so interesting that we all create in such different ways, but it's
Mhm.
also really similar.
Totally. I think that is when I moved to Nashville, I was like producing and writing for other people. And
Hmm.
like I think part of that has definitely helped me see like how other people create and write. And some of those, I guess some of those skills I've taken into like my own writing process and stuff. So it is really cool just like being friends with other creators, like how they work.
What made you start making your own music?
I really have a passion for playing live. I think that's like my ultimate, like most favorite thing in the world. And I got kind of and like writing every day, multiple times a day was definitely like mentally draining for me.
Hmm.
Because you're always like trying to get into this headspace of emotion, I guess,
Yeah.
whether it's happy or sad or whatever. And so like I kind of got like mentally just so tired of the treating it like a 9 to 5, I guess, like as far
Hmm.
as writing for other people. And then I started just like really focusing on my own content and live shows. And I felt it just feels so much more rewarding to me being able to like go play a show and play my own music, versus, sitting here and trying to write somebody else's story.
Hmm. So, for somebody who hasn't seen you live, what could they expect?
Um, they can expect a lot of really bad jokes. I like I never really know what I'm gonna say, and I say some really weird stuff sometimes. So you can expect some bad jokes, but a lot of high energy. A lot of the shows, or a lot of my songs recently have been acoustic, but when I play the live set, it's all very like heavy, high energy. All the
Hmm.
songs that are done acoustically online, I do full band, so. They're a lot of fun.
What made you decide to do a full band instead of acoustic live?
I grew up playing in bands.
Hmm.
I was all throughout middle school and high school. I was a guitar player and like just different bands with friends and stuff. And I love that collaboration of just like being able to play with the drummer and
Hmm.
the bass player. And I love playing acoustically too, but there's just something about just like having your friends up on stage and just being able to play with them is so much fun.
You mentioned bad jokes. Do you have any like go-to jokes that you normally use or anything like that?
Well, my drummer normally plays with a shirt off, and I guess the joke is every time he plays with a shirt off, I say that he's gonna go put a shirt on. But I strip things back, and the band steps off for one song, and Mitch, the drummer, will get off, and I'd say like, oh, he's gonna go put a shirt on, and normally people are like, no. And so that's always really funny. And then yeah, it's kind of different every night.
Hmm.
I kind of try and feel it out, and some jokes hit, some jokes miss, and it's almost like I learn a little bit more every time.
Yeah, you could be a stand-up comic someday.
That's what it feels like. It feels like that sometimes. I actually just went to a comedy show the other night, and I was like, this is what I should be doing. I should be taking notes.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. Get some good jokes from them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, theirs are very good jokes. Mine are just really bad.
Hey, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, yep. Next up, I'll comedy special.
Or you could do like a comedy album.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, what we could do some spoof songs for sure.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Something to think about.
I never thought about it, but now I'm thinking about it.
Probably be just fun to write, you know?
I can imagine that would be something that's just like a passion project, is
Yeah.
like writing comedy songs. That'd be cool.
Not necessarily a huge career.
I'm trying to think of any like comedies. I guess there was that Bo Burnham, right,
Mhm.
over a couple years ago. He had that big special of funny songs.
But that's it.
That's it.
There's
We
not
need
too
to work
many.
on that. We need to work on that
Yeah, you got to
the
create the next
market.
big one.
Really bad jokes.
So, before I ask the last question, was there anything else you want to mention or talk about today?
No, I'm excited to I have a bunch of more music coming out, and they're not necessarily going to be as stripped as some of the songs on this last EP, but I've just been experimenting with like production and just what
Mhm.
I want to say and lyrically, and so I'm excited about the next couple songs and just like playing a bunch of shows over the summer and yeah, there's gonna be a lot more to come.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, thanks.
Hi. So, our last question is, what is the soundtrack of your life?
What is the soundtrack of my life? Oh my gosh, it changes. It changes all the time. Gosh. I thought the first two questions were the hardest, but now I'm gonna say the last question is the hardest. In what sense?
Because it's your life, I can't tell you, but I can give you examples of what other people have said.
Okay.
People have said one artist's whole discography, an album, a song, a movie soundtrack. Some people have said their cats meowing or their dogs barking or conversations with friends and families, things like that.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
don't know if that helps at all.
It does help. It actually opens things up because I was kind of thinking specifically, and I'm like, well, my favorite song changes every day, so I don't know.
What is it
Um,
today?
today it was My Heart by Paramore. I was playing drums to that last night, and I was like, that song is so unbelievable. But I would say my soundtrack is just like I don't know, I would say it's just creating. It's like in any sense, and like basically the soundtrack is like the playlist of creation, whether it be content or music or just a fun trip with friends and family and just experiencing things. And it's probably, I guess, not technically just music. It's just like a soundtrack of just like living and experiencing and creating.
I like it.
Very broad answer.
Yeah, but it's good because I mean, it's your life. It's an insight into who you are. So, for all of our listeners who want to stay updated on you, hear your current music, hear the new music you've been teasing, and maybe see you live, where can they find you?
I am everywhere under Nicole Alexis music. So, not Alexis Nicole, Nicole Alexis music. Yep.
So, well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Thanks for asking such thoughtful questions.
Thank you. Have a
Yeah.
nice rest of your day.
Awesome. You too. I'll see you.